The president is clueless. Yeah.
The president is clueless.
Yeah, he's shown over and over that he's just super incompetent. I think now incompetent is too mild. Let's add super, just like the way we have models, super models. I think we have to now.
Super incompetent.
Yeah, super incompetent. You heard what he said earlier in the week. Oh, he's not bothered by the complaints about lack of roads. If you want, you can vote for the NDC. I mean, what such insensitivity? After we take our money, we feed the president, we feed him, and he has an effrontery to talk to us like that. I'm like, this man, is you okay? We buy food for you. You eat our food, and you talk to us like that? Why does he think that 31 million people, we are all scared? We'll tell him that he's super incompetent. Super incompetent. We have to talk back to him. Look, listen, anything can happen. Ghanaians must understand that this is democracy. Somebody has to die. From time to time, the tree of democracy is watered with the blood of patriots and villains. So those of you out there, you can talk in your circles, yes, this is not good, but you are not willing to step out. You are the problem. We have to tell the president that he's super incompetent. He's up to no good at all. He can't talk to us like that. He can't talk to us like that. He should come and render an apology. We give you the position, lead us well. You are misleading us. People complain, and you have the effrontery to tell us that you can vote for NDC. You don't care. What kind of arrogance is that? So it means that the man never changed. 2016, the way I was excited that this man was coming to save us, you come and lead us into a ditch. We complain and then you insult us. Last year, that's the same way he insulted the chief of Aplao. That was the same way he insulted the chief of Aplao. We have to tell the president that he's up to no good. He should just get out of the office.
You want him to
he should get out. Come on. 31 million people. We can't all be scared. We can't all be scared. We can't all be cowed into silence. I mean, what does he take us for? Who does he think he is? Why? When I read the statement, I was like, is this man okay? Is he okay? What kind of arrogance? We feed you and then this is how you talk to us? Everything you use, we pay for it. The taxpayer pays for everything you use. And you insult us? You insult us like this? Why? What have we done to deserve this? What have we done to deserve such a shabby treatment from President Akuffo Addo? You can vote for NDC, I don't care. He can't say that. He doesn't lie in his mouth to say so. And you should know that, look, he can't cow 31 million of us. He can't. He can't. And look, as for death, listen, Alfred, you can lie in your room and die. You can lie in your room and die. So those of you out there who don't want to pay any price, please, look, let's step out. Look, and I think that, look, the rest of the populace, we should announce a date. I think by the Public Order Act, you just need about 5 days notice to the police for a demonstration, right? Yes, I'm inviting Ghanaians. Let's go for Ku Me Preko demonstration, part 2. Ku Me Preko.
You want a Ku Me Preko like? You think that's
not part 2? It's not like itself. It's another Ku Me Preko.
That's the strongest way to send that clear message.
And the president has to leave. Look, and the parliamentarians, listen, removing the president from office, you just need the votes of, to start the process, just 1/3 of parliament. Just 1/3, they have to sign after a petition. So far, if you go through Article 69, we'll find grounds. Says that when he's behaved in such a way as to bring the presidency into contempt, into ridicule, yeah, it's enough grounds. Let's look at Article 69. 69B. So let's start this. It says 69. The president shall be removed from office if he is found in accordance with the provisions of this article. So A, to have acted in willful violation of the oath of allegiance and the presidential oath. So I'm looking at B. To have conducted himself in a manner which brings or is likely to bring the high office of president into disrepute, ridicule, or contempt. Yeah, I think we can try. Yeah, disrepute, ridicule. From January to October, our CD tumbles from what 6 CDs to what 14.7. I'm sure today it's like 15 Ghana.
For the bids, they received beyond 15 CDs on Thursday. 15 CDs, 30 pesos. So that article you read, said that the president has brought this presidency into
ridicule. It's become the laughing stock of the rest of the world, the worst performing currency. Because this is the same president who told us that this is a Gadgetsburg economy. No Gadgetsburg, rely just on raw materials alone, so he will come and industrialize us. Even if we had even stayed Gadgetsburg that wanted to offer, I'm happy Dr. Abu Sakarya, his PhD. I'm sure Dr. Abu Sakarya has farms. I'm trying. I'm farming a little bit. There are other lawyers farming. You came, you took this thing, make a great attractive. Millions of youth seated at a house, and we have arable lands. You couldn't make a simple plan, educate, conscientize the citizenry that let's go into farming. Why is a champion still being laughed today? Operation Feed Yourself. Look at us today. If you look at the problems that we are facing from Kwame Nkrumah's time, you know, one of the grounds for removing Kwame Nkrumah, that the shortage of essential commodities, so wanted milk, sugar, and those that were important. So when the president said he's going to turn the economy around, we knew then that means that we have to begin to what? Grow this stuff. Rice, oil, chicken, those animal products. Why? 6 years. You couldn't do much.
The president says he's aware of his duties.
Kabuki, he's not aware. I think he just has to go. Look, after that, I say 31 million people. Ghanaians, you can't continue to be cowards like that. Let's step out. We'll have a Ku Me Preko demonstration. But in the meantime, the parliamentarians have to come together. 1/3. Let them make an effort. If eventually the final vote, you need 2/3. If eventually it's shut down, you would have done your bit. But as for the 1/3 to be able to start, they have to. Otherwise, it will be an indictment on all of us that we are so spineless. Spineless. Come on. Look, but I think in the meantime, the president has to come and apologize to us for that nonsensical talk.
He should come and apologize.
Yes. That you can vote for NDC, I don't care. After we feed you, is that how, do you allow your children to talk to you like that when you give them food to eat? I mean, come on. We feed you, we do everything for you, and then you talk to us like that. What have we done? I mean, come on. Is it a crime to have voted for you? Is it a crime to have voted for you that you now turn back and insult us? Last year, he did that to the chief of Aplawo. Then you continue. Every time he comes, he jabs people, journalists, you become self-appointed wise men. And what these were the same people were all rooting for you. And you turn back, you just insult all the sectors of society, free, willy-nilly. And we can't insult him back. We can't tell him that he's leading us astray.
If he goes, the alternative, who steps in? That's the vice president.
No, he's going with the vice president.
He should go with the vice president.
Go with the vice president. Then the speaker takes, and then before the speaker takes, we have to understand, we'll call a constitutional conference so that there is a committee that's set up to support the speaker, because you know that the speaker comes from the other side of the divide. So if you just say you should hand over, that's not going to sound palatable to Ghanaians. So there should be a buffer that they will set up experts and all that, so we all understand that it's not just the speaker to rule, but with the help of the experts, properly, document a proper agreement that the power is actually outlined well. We can take over and try something, because you have six years and we are still importing rice. And you know, you find people, we go everywhere, people say they want to give perfume rice. What perfume rice? Local rice. This good doctor is here. Look, Alfred, and you said, yeah, we just can't allow this thing to control. Where's Professor Marty? Where's Nyansafu no Omowahi? Professor Marty? Nyansafu Mowahi?
Says now he does his lamentations through other means instead of the.
No, look, we just come and sit down self-dealing. Oforiata leads us to borrow. Not knowing all along he was taking a cut. Oforiata has to vomit that over 200 million data bank is made from our borrowings. He has to vomit that money. You revoke banking licenses. You see the Unibank and all those ones, and you end up the same. Worse. Today you want to do government business. If you don't get a bond or insurance from Enterprise Insurance, you can't do business. You are borrowing, you need a guarantee, you need insurance. It's all Enterprise Insurance, Oforiata's company. Why? And Ghanaians, you are quiet. Listen, that's why I said the tree of democracy, from time to time, It is watered with the blood of patriots and villains.
When this recommendation you're making is saying it may be the ideal situation, but
it's the practical one.
How practical would it be that the president and the vice go?
Yeah, so
and then the speaker takes over.
So does it mean that the word Anna has ceased to exist in Ghana? There's no Anna in Ghana. You said Gettysburg economy. I bought into it. You said 18 months. So I thought as soon as he came, quick, conscientize the people. Look, Operation Feed Yourself, Operation Feed Yourself, Operation Feed Yourself. No, rather the import of this rice, oil, and the chicken and frozen chicken, and it's gone up billions. That's the major component. That is why the CD has never stabilized. Then we doped the CD. You see, originally they used not to allow foreigners to buy the domestic bonds, not that much. Then when they came in, they allowed it, and that's why Baumia for some time he didn't know that it would catch up with him. They allowed foreigners to buy. They denominated the bonds in CDs. Then that's doping the CD. The CD stabilized, and then he could come and tell us that the CD is stabilized. They've given the keys to the IG. So is it like the return of Virgin Mary? The keys are of the IG, and yet the CD has galloped. The CD is supposed to have been locked, and so it's under lock and key, and yet it has galloped. So it's like Virgin Mary giving birth to Jesus without having sex. You see it, and that's the same. I mean, come on. Alfred, listen, I'm calling on Ghanaians. Let's set a date. 5 days notice to the police. Today is what, 22nd. So if we are 28th. 28th, we can have a demo.
Doctor,
we can have a demo. Alfred, no. Just listen. One more point. So now, having ridiculed that we're saying that Article 69 will do the trick, please. Let's just repeat it for the last time. The MPs, both sides, they should step up. That we need just 1/3, 275, 1/3. Are you talking about 92 there? You remember the figure, 90 something in there. So listen, what we are being challenged with that if we don't kickstart those processes, it means that as a nation, we lack honor. We lack honor. That is the meaning. So we all have to take various steps. So we start simultaneously to take him from parliament. We start the demo, appeal to his conscience that he has to go. Parliamentarians have to do their bit. Listen, if we don't initiate the petition to take out the president, it will be an indictment. Tomorrow, posterity will look at us and say we ourselves had no scruples, because that's why we have the constitution. Make an effort. If it fails, it's another matter. It's not for you to look at it and say, this thing will not pass. No. Start. If it fails, then we'll know the person who blocked it. We know that, Ghanaians took a step, constitutional step here, whilst they were doing moral suasion. That's appealing to him through demonstrations and the rest. Ku Me Preko too. That is how to go. Because for you to have revoked banking licenses, thousands of graduates are home now, unemployed, the banking workers and the rest. Then you come in, you do this to the CD, and you want to continue in office. Where is the moral, moral right to do so?
So
let me end. So Alfred, look, play back the rhyme, Baumia's rhyme. Teachers are suffering, doctors are suffering, Kaya suffering, journalists suffering, lawyers are suffering, professors are suffering. Please, can we play it back?
We will play it as we will.
Come on.
We're having a very real conversation.